Welcome, everyone, to a brand new season of NBA basketball. I'm sure you're as excited as all of us are here at 2K Sports as we get ready to start the season in style. This is Kevin Harlan. I'll be joined by Greg Anthony, Tim Legler, and we'll be hearing from our reporter, Allie LaForce, on the sidelines as well. Now, here's Bridges. Misses the one-handed jam. And GA, you look at the numbers for Sabonis. They're historic. But how would you surround him to make a deep run?
Well, I might try to pair him with another rim protector. Sabonis is a nice focal point offensively, but he's not a big-time shot blocker.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Brown drives in and finished off by Brown.
A supremely athletic player. Brown really stuck it to them there.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks so much. I caught up with the Nuggets head coach. We discussed their matchup against Stephen Curry, and coach told me we have to be active. We have to be intense. We need to deny him the ball and smother him when he does have it. We have to take away his breathing room. Well, we know what happens when you give Curry room to operate, guys. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, thank you for that. And with the bounce pass, shot clock at 6. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
Dallas ball.
Dallas has come out of the gates quickly. 4-point game. Left side Curry. And another basket for Dallas.
Just shows you how impressive Curry's shooting ability is, that he can adjust for any distance.
Brown outside. Back to man. Denver needs to get off the shot. And Claxton throws it down.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. Now here's Ingram. Now Niang. Dallas moving the ball around. A nice shot by Brown.
Well, it's early, but I love their offensive game plan to this point.
Pass to man. Back to Brown. From outside the arc, Sabonis grabs the board. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Mavericks.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
Another highlight for them has been their early ball movement, making quick, decisive passes to set up guys for great looks.
Baseline jumper. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
Wow, you love that. You come right out and hit 5 straight. It doesn't get any better than that.
Pass to man. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Yeah, not only does he create the space he needs, but then he attacks downhill.
Now, here's Sabonis. Scoreless thus far. Man with it. Pass to Grant. Bridges, right side. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's going to go on Sabonis.
How about the balance and focus? Knock Bridges around all you want, but he is determined to score.
And we saw last season the Nuggets, GA, in the final week of the regular season, making a coaching change and a shift in their front office.
A pretty rare situation. Seems like there's been a power struggle, and rather than choosing sides, the decision was to just make a fresh start.
Pass to Grant. He takes it in. There's Brown with the three, and Sabonis pulls it down. Mavericks leading by 6. Curry looking it over. Now Brown. It's over Bridges. A nice shot by Brown. Brown's got 8 points.
Well, that's a tough matchup because he's skilled and relentless.
Pass to Brown. Down low. Here's Bridges. Mavericks with the rebound.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Here's Brown. He's got 8. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. 8 points for him.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, it's just an outstanding effort thus far. They've done a great job at both ends.
Now here's Brown to the paint. Claxton. And Claxton throws it down.
Oh, I love that dish down low.
Dallas leading by 9. Outside Curry. They grab their own miss. Back to Brown. Screen by Niang. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And from the opening tip, they've been locked in. Just look at the score. That tells you all you need to know.
Now, here's Grant. Still scoreless. Here's Brown. Pass to Claxton. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Denver making a switch here. And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Dallas leading by 11. Pass to Jovic. Dallas moving it around. Back to Beal. 6 to shoot. Here's Jovic. Here's the 3. Connects from three-point range.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Now, man. Pass to Carter. Inside. And slam dunk by Vucevic.
And using every bit of that large frame for the exclamation point. Vucevic, a force around the rim.
Here's Rollins. Here's Jovic. And here is Beal. 18 feet out. And Vucevic pulls it down.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Carter on the wing. Still yet to score. And the turnover again by Denver.
Yeah, mistakes like that have been the story of the game. They lack cohesion offensively.
Stolen by Carter. 1:12 left to play here in the first. Pass to Man. Takes the 3. He can't get that one to fall. Here's Sasser. To the inside. Nance. And Nance slams it in.
I tell you what, Nance plays with a force every night. Explosive, tough, fearless.
Here's Mann. Driving in. Pass to Vucevic. 6 on the shot clock. Brown wide open. He fires. The Nuggets with another miss. Here's Rollins. Over in the corner, Sasser. Offensive rebound. Christian Brown getting it done for the Dallas Mavericks. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Right back after this break.
26.
Well, we hope you're enjoying your Easter as we are here, as we get underway once again. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Mavericks team out there.
On the attack right from the tip. They've been relentless offensively.
Well, they haven't been challenged so far. Everything they're doing seems to be working.
Now here's Beal. 14 points, their largest lead in the game. Jovic, no good.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And now, Allie Lepore says something for us from the sideline.
Well, Mavericks coach Jason Kidd addressing the upset over trading away Luka Doncic, and Kidd said he did everything he was supposed to do for the city and the team. But things change. Now we are being judged on the change. If you don't like it, then you have to get out of this business. Kevin, back to you.
Winning sure cures all, doesn't it? All right, Allie, we thank you very much. Now here's Beal. He has yet to score. Carter outside. On the wing, man. So we've seen the NBA, Tim, embrace analytics more and more over time. That's something you caught on to early in your career.
Well, there is no doubt, Kevin, that they're starting to go more to the analytics. The eye test is really important when you look at just what makes good basketball, but the numbers sometimes can tell you things you didn't even realize as a coaching staff.
As a broadcaster, what numbers do you look at normally right off the top? What things are telltales for you?
One thing that I really look at as opposed to individual plus minus, give me that group of 5 plus minus. That way I know which units are really getting it done together.
Oh, I love that. That one drops for him. Vucevic has got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the Nuggets.
And finally, someone scores.
Points have been hard to come by in this one. Every made basket is huge.
Here's Sasser to the middle. Outside for Beal. Puts up a 3. Nailed from three-point land.
Beal shooting freely now from the perimeter. Just deadly from deep.
Pass to Man. To the paint. Here's Vucevic. Plenty of space. Man gets the bucket. Man's got his first points of the night.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
Out left to the wing. Here's Sasser. The shot's good on the assist by Nance. And the Mavericks lead by 16.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, it's the power of the two-man game. After all these years, it's still the most difficult set to defend.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Both teams making substitutions here. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for Denver. They trail by 16. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Minnesota, where they'll take on the Timberwolves. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. Can't cash in from the high post. And it's the Mavericks with the ball. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. When it comes to Jaylen Brown, Greg, what qualities does he add to a team?
Well, I love how active and physical he is. He poses such a difficult challenge on both sides of the ball. With a Finals MVP award to his credit, you know he's as mentally tough as anyone in our league.
The Nuggets trailed by 16. Man with it. Brown right side. Shoots it up. Got a piece of it. And he stays with it. And here is Murray. And it's Beal in the corner. The shot is good off the backboard. Beal's got 7 now in this quarter.
They're really confident in that middle area of the floor. Beal hunting those mid-range looks.
Back to Brown. 5 on the clock. Over Beal. That doesn't go either for Brown.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
And he doesn't have to do it alone. He's got 4 teammates on the floor.
Pass to Garza. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
For 3.
And the Mavericks lead by 21.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Brown. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall. Mavericks leading by 19. Pass to Garza. Here's Rollins. Nothing on the board. From deep three-point land. A shot, no good. On offense, here are the Nuggets. Here's Man. Shoots over Beal. Kept alive. Now, Man. Goes back up. Pass to Jackson Davis. Denver passing it around. Clock is at 3. Here's Brown. That doesn't go either for Brown.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
All alone. Rebound by the Nuggets.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Pass to Man. Over in the corner, Brown. Here's Jackson Davis. He's covered by Murray. Here's Rollins. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts. The Nuggets trailed by 21. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
There's the pick. And that's a foul called on Bradley Beal. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the Mavericks.
Substitution on the court.
1:51 left now here in the second. Here's Man. Sinks the triple. Man's got his second basket of the night.
Well, the defense needs to be better there. They gave way too much space.
You know, so much turmoil for the Mavericks last season, GA. Despite that, they were a win away from making the playoffs.
Yeah, they battled valiantly. But to go from the 2024 NBA Finals to the lottery, obviously disappointing. They're looking to make amends this season.
What a pass right there. Coaches love seeing guys making it easy for their teammates.
Curry on the wing. Ingram outside. Back to Curry. This one for three. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. Curry's got 11 points.
And you can see how the entire arc is open for Curry. There's no part of it where he's timid about shooting.
Here's Man. He has 5. Out of bounds. Dallas takes possession.
Dallas ball.
32 seconds left in the first half. Left side Curry. Shoots over Man. The shot by Curry, no good. Grant outside. On the wing, Man. Misses the 3. Now Brown. That will count. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's Dallas with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And we'll be right back after this. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Ingram outside. Pass to Brown. Clock at 6. Here's Curry. And Grant sends it back.
That is just perfect timing from Grant to get his hand on that.
The Nuggets trailed by 19. Man with it. Brown outside. Back to Man. The putback. The kick out to Brown. The three-pointer no good. Mavericks leading by 19 points. Pass to Brown. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Here's the three-point line. It's Ingram. And the wing jumper offline. The Nuggets now on offense. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Here's Man. He's got 5. Here's Bridges. Brown outside. Over Brown. Ingram with the steal. Curry on the wing. Back to Ingram. Outside, Sabonis. And slam dunk by Sabonis.
And I love it when Sabonis throws it down. Listen, we know he can shoot it from deep, but the dunk is easy money, baby.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now.
Who's watching here?
Now here's Brown. Pass to Carter. To the inside. Bridges. That one falls coming off Carter's feet. Bridges got his second bucket of the night.
Not only a jump shooter, Bridges also dependable at knowing how to get it done inside.
Back to Curry. Screen by Sabonis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That 3 off the mark.
That's a cold start out of the break. Only one of his first 4 has he gotten to go.
Pass to Brown. There's the 3. Drains the three-pointer. Brown's got 7.
A guy who shoots the three well, and without hesitation, defense can't afford to give Brown that much room.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allie.
Thank you. Jeremy Grant began his career as an activity role player, but he's been adding layers. He said at the start, whatever I needed to do to get on the court, whether it was defense, rebounding, blocking shots, I was going to do it. I wanted to see what I was capable of, so I put a lot of work in expanding my role. Guys, back over to you.
Thank you, Allie. Grant for three. Pass to Bridges. Out of bounds. Dallas will take possession. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Outside Curry. Back to Brown. Now here's Ingram. Pass to Sabonis. Shot clock at 5. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by Claxton.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
So, GA, when you think about Steph Curry's legacy, he changed the way the NBA game is played.
Man, it is hard to find a player who's had the impact of a Steph Curry, making us rethink what is possible. Curry's endless range has really inspired a generation.
And here is Curry following Jaylen Brown's three. Spins over Carter. Here's Sabonis. Pass to Brown. A second chance effort. Out to Ingram. And taken away by Brown. Ball going up court. And it's Carter missing. And so Curry will bring it up for the Mavericks. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. They'll be playing host to Miami for the next game. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home. Now here's Curry. 14 points for him.
Nothing going his way this quarter offensively. Time to recalibrate.
Pass to Claxton. On the wing, Bridges. Shot clock at 6. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. In the corner, it's Brown. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. Brown's got 12 points in the game.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Well, they're making something very difficult look simple right now.
Screen by Grant. Carter right side. And that one drops. Carter's got his first basket of the night.
What body control with a defender right in his face. You can't do it any better than that.
Pass to Curry from the arc. And it's Denver with the rebound.
Yeah, it's been a tough game for him with his shooting. Fortunately, the rest of the team has picked him up, and they have the lead.
Brown outside. Here's Grant, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. You know, Greg, being a two-way player got Jeremy Grant into the NBA, but now he's grown even more.
Yeah, early on in his career, he was often the primary defender on elite scores. Then he added scoring to his game in Detroit, becoming an effective two-way player.
So both teams making some changes here. The free throw drops for Grant. Hey, Tim, if you could start a franchise with one player not named Wembanyama, who would you select?
I think I'd go with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander right now. When you look at his age, combined with the fact that I believe he is the single toughest individual cover in the NBA. He can just collapse defenses at will.
That is so well said. Would you pick a position or the player? How would you discern between those two thoughts?
I think the key for me is I want to take a guy who's going to make the decisions for me with the basketball in his hands. When you have a ball-dominant league with stars controlling the action, I want that one guy who I know I can pencil in high-level production every night.
Here's Vucevic, still without a basket. Fades and shoots. Nance with the rebound. Dallas leading by 17. Here's Rollins. Outside for Murray. Trying his luck from deep. Denver grabs the miss.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
There's 1:59 left to play here in the third. Now, man, 5 points in the game. Here's Branham. Larry Nance comes up with the rebound. Sasser with it. Pass to Rollins. And here is Murray. Out to the right wing. Here's Sasser. That one falls. Sasser's got his third bucket of the night. The Nuggets trailed by 19. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Now, man. Pass to Vucevic. They could use a bucket. It's rebounded by Jovic.
Well, that was a great challenge at the rim and a difficult adjustment to make.
Now Nance. Here's Rollins. Defended by Man. Back to Nance. Inside. Here's Branham. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Branham's got his first points of the game. And there's a foul called on Trey Mann. That's his first foul.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Here's Sasser. 8 points for him. Down low. It's stolen by Brown. Brown jams it in.
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim. And so it's Dallas, riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. Things have been... And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And it's the Nuggets with the ball. 15-point game. It's Brown on the wing. Off target from three-point range. And so it's Dallas with it. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Back to Murray. Dallas moving the ball around. Pass to Jovic. Pocket 2. To the wing on the left. Here's Rollins. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. And the Mavericks lead by 18.
Defensively, you can't afford to give him that kind of look, especially down this many points.
One more miscommunication at the defensive end. Just brutal. It can't happen.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
And they are showing you why it's so important to get off the floor before the defense can set themselves.
And you look at the G League's impact on player development, Greg, it's become very significant.
And I think the two-way contract was a great addition as well, allowing players to... with the big league team while also developing in the G League. What a great combination.
We played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Good on the three-point shot.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Pass to Nance. Here's Rollins. Back to Nance. Just 5 to shoot. Tries the spin move. There's the triple. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Outside, Jones. Brown outside. His three-pointer's off the mark.
Well, you can't make them all, but I doubt the defense wants to give him that kind of look again.
Pass to Rollins. Here's Jovic. Pulls up on the wing. The shot that time, not on target. Brown inside. Now, here's Vucevic. And here's Jones. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Vucevic. And Vucevic throws it down.
A high IQ player. Vucevic has that sixth sense for when to cut after screening for a teammate.
Sasser with it. Cuts off the pass. To the paint. Here's Brown. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Nance.
Can't be too physical with Brown inside because he's skilled at attracting the whistle.
And Greg, we saw some turnover this summer on the Mavs training staff.
Yes, some talk of internal disagreements in that department. The importance of great teamwork in this league, not just limited to the players in the locker room.
The Nuggets trailed by 13. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. And with the bounce pass. And Claxton throws it down.
Well, he's had it rolling all night. He just hasn't had enough support to give them the lead.
Pass to Murray. Now, Sasser. Murray surveying the D. It's stolen by Brown. Outside, Jones. To the inside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And that's how you want to use your fouls, not allowing him to get to the rim.
And a moment here, let's take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
The three-pointers and how well they're able to shoot them. You wonder if they can keep it up, and boy, have they.
And something else that has stood out to me is the defense hasn't had any chance at stopping them in the mid-range.
Pass to Garza. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by Denver.
Here's Brown. Jacks up a 3. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. That gives him the double-double. 11 points and 10 rebounds.
Well, they left it until the fourth quarter, but finally the run they needed to get back into this one.
And they've made some big plays to get back in it. This game is a toss-up now.
Pass to Garza. Inside. Here's Rollins. It's hauled in by Claxton. The Nuggets trailed by 10. Grant surveying the D. Here's man. The three. Drains it from beyond the arc.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
In order to cut into a lead the way that they have, you must be outstanding on both ends.
To the middle. And Grant sends it back.
And what tenacious defense from Grant, outworking the offensive player there and coming up with the rejection.
On the wing, Brown. And Brown throws it down hard.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
In a tight game like this, you really have to take it one possession at a time. Focus on limiting mistakes. He is just struggling right now to find his way and trying to regain his confidence.
Grant outside. The kick out to Brown. For three. And again, it's the Nuggets from deep.
Well, he would like to forget that first half, but he has found something out there now.
Pass to Garza. Here's Rollins. And he can't stop the run as that misses.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Man with it. 6 to shoot. To take the lead. Knocks down the three.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for just battling back into this game.
Well, they've shown great determination, and that speaks to the overall character of this team.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. He knows every possession is critical now. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Jason Kidd had some words for his team over the break.
Substitution on the field.
Coach was urging his team to play strong defense, reminding them no easy hoops, give effort, and help when needed. They do say defense wins championships, guys.
All right, Allie, thanks. And down goes the three.
He is just a natural-born leader. This team counts on Curry to take over in exactly these spots.
Nice use of the glass on the finish.
And great intensity here down the stretch. He's not one to shrink in the moment.
And that is great leadership. He certainly has that clutch gene that every team needs.
Here's Sabonis. One-handed.
And his confidence and leadership skills just have grown every year. Sabonis has no problem being that guy in that situation.
And so David Adelman calls the timeout. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here.
Substitution on the field.
Cleared away by Curry. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Curry in the lane. Brown! Here's Ingram. Right side Curry. Brown fires, and there's the three.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Off target from outside.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. They've got to have better shot selection.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Jaylen Brown. First personal foul. First team foul.
outside Curry. 5 to shoot. No good from 3. The Nuggets on offense, trailing by 5. Brown. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock in game. Now Claxton. So they foul intentionally.
Nicholas Claxton. First personal foul. Second team foul.
He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6.
2 shots.
And he is unable to get the second one. Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Focus, focus, focus. Just make the simple play.
Oh, what a play inside.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Well, defensively, you've got to put a body on him. That guy will ruin you on the offensive glass.
So it's a narrow victory for the Mavericks, pulling out the W. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was.